People often ask me, is my response to stress decided by my genetics, by my growing up, by my environment, or is it more to do with my personality? My answer back to that, genes are important, but probably environment is more important because environment is what switches our genes on or off, as we've discussed in previous books. Our personality is important. For example, a type A personality is a kind of person who present by handling toxic stress with frustration or anger, and they're the road rage person, the person who gets very angry at work and has rows and is fighting at home, etc. Whereas a type B personality, for example, is somebody who's much calmer, will handle stress a lot more easily, is very unlikely to get toxically stressed. So our personality does play a role. However, what really decides how we respond to stressors or whether we become toxically stressed or not is very much our whether we have rational and irrational beliefs being triggered by the stressor. So, for example, some people, when they're exposed to significant stress, start interpreting in such a way through a lens which makes them feel incredibly anxious. And off they go down the road of developing all the physical and psychological symptoms associated with that. Other people, for example, will also find an irrational belief being triggered, but in this case it's very much an irrational belief or lens which makes them feel very angry or frustrated, and they in turn will respond with a whole host of behaviours such as irritability, road rage, etc., that we've already discussed. So in many ways, changing our irrational beliefs and our behaviours is going to give us the greatest impact in terms of how we manage toxic stress. In order to manage toxic stress in our lives, we really have to make two major changes. The first one is that we have to change all of the unhealthy lifestyle behaviours which are causing us so much distress in our lives. The second change we need to make is we need to look at the irrational beliefs which are driving the unhealthy emotions in toxic stress. If we can change the way we think about the stressor, it can have a profound effect on how we learn to cope with and manage it.